What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I've got another NIO update for you, and NIO has received a absolutely massive price target raise. We're going to go over exactly what that means for NIO in the future. NIO has also gotten a pretty lofty and aggressive projection for their January delivery numbers, which is going to be very interesting to see once they announce those numbers. And we're going to take a look at some of the exact options plays that I am going to be getting into for the coming months for all of this news coming out for NIO. So if you want to see all of that information, make sure you stick until the end of this video. But before we get into all of the interesting information that NIO has come out with over the past week, if you guys enjoy this video, please go down and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It really helps me get this information out to as many people as possible, and you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks and learn about a couple of new ones. So if we go over and take a look at the chart of NIO, we can see that NIO had a very substantial run up throughout the year 2020, and then it kind of sold off throughout the end of the year. And then we saw NIO had a massive run up from the low $40 range all the way up to its all-time highs in the mid $60 range when it announced all of its new technology at NIO Day. And then investors kind of sold the news after this event. Now, this was a lot of profit taking. This moved down before NIO consolidated in the mid to high $50 range. Now, this had nothing to do with NIO fundamentally as a company. This was just some investors taking profits after the stock ran up an absolutely crazy amount in such a short period of time. NIO announced some pretty amazing things that I have mentioned in some of my other NIO vehicles, like their new NAD, their autonomous driving platform in which they're going to be partnering with NVIDIA, their new ET7 sedan, which is going to be a direct competitor to Tesla in the Chinese market, and their 150 kilowatt hour battery pack, which is going to give the vehicle a range of about 650 miles or 1,000 kilometers, giving NIO the top spot in terms of range out of all of the electric vehicle companies in the world. Now, there was an interview recently with a Deutsche Bank analyst, and he went through all of the different metrics and what their projections are for NIO's next delivery day update, which is going to be, in my prediction, the first or second week of February. So if we take a look at the previous NIO delivery numbers, we saw that NIO delivered 7,007 vehicles in December 2020, setting a new monthly record. Now, this Deutsche Bank analyst says that they are projecting that NIO will deliver upwards of 8,000 vehicles in the first month of 2021. If they can deliver on that projection, NIO's valuation will go absolutely insane, because although the NIO delivery numbers are important and the technology that goes into these vehicles make up the vast majority of the valuation of these electric vehicle companies, the delivery numbers also play a large role in giving the company a true classic valuation. So if they can keep increasing their delivery numbers at such a high rate, their absolute valuation is going to go crazy. NIO has also received its highest price target to date from Daiwa Securities. Now, they had the previous high of the price targets, and then now they absolutely ramped up their new price estimate for NIO. We can see that they raised the price target to $100 from $70. That is a massive increase in their price target. Now, if NIO were to get to that price target anytime in the near future, that would mean that NIO, anybody investing in NIO right now would receive some massive gains, even if they bought in right now. Now, if you bought into NIO a long time ago, maybe in late October, and you bought in around the $25 range, you would make about 4 times your investment on NIO. And if you bought even earlier in the beginning of 2020, you will be absolutely walking away with boatloads of cash. As a company, NIO is also doing a lot of things to try to help benefit their customers or incentivize them to buy NIO vehicles. So if we come over here, we can see that NIO has launched a difficult-to-resist offer of 0 down payments for prospective customers looking to buy any of its 3 models. Now, when you can combine that with the battery as a service discount that you receive if you subscribe to the battery subscription model, and the subsidies and tax benefits that you are going to receive by buying an electric vehicle from NIO, the NIO vehicle in China is going to be such a competitive model when you compare it to XPeng LI, BYD, and even Tesla. Tesla has said that 47% of all of their vehicle sales will be coming from the Chinese market in the next couple of years. Now, with NIO coming out with all of these different competitive things to compete with Tesla, I think we could see NIO gain a much higher market share and kind of boot Tesla out of the market. Now, NIO has also said that they are going to be building a second factory in China, and they have plans to expand into the European market throughout 2021 through a factory in Denmark and a full distribution chain, which is going to be unbelievable for their delivery numbers and overall revenue throughout the year 2021 and beyond. In general, I think NIO is primed to have an amazing first month of 2021 and a great first quarter. So I'm going to be getting into some option plays in the near future, and here is what I am looking at for these different plays. So we're going to be looking at the February 19th expiration date. This has about 3 weeks of time. So if we take a look at this option chain, we can see that these contracts are very expensive, but the implied volatility compared to what the implied volatility was on the NIO option chain leading up to NIO Day is a lot less. So I can feel a little bit more comfortable buying some of these contracts. Now, I'm predicting that NIO will announce its delivery numbers in the first or second week of February. So I'm going to take a little bit of a gamble here, and I'm going to buy these $80 contracts. These are the ones that I'm looking at. So if these get anywhere near the money, every $154 that you put into these contracts will turn into upwards of $500, and that would be about a 300 to 400% gain, which is always great when you are trading options. Now, since I don't actually know for certain that NIO is going to announce their delivery numbers in this period of time, I am probably only going to be buying 1 or 2 contracts to keep it small, because I think NIO is going to be having a good next couple of weeks. But as we've seen in the past, after NIO has a pretty substantial event, it usually sells off, has a consolidation period before it comes back up. And when NIO comes back up, like we're seeing right here, it may have a sell-off period before it starts to rocket up to the moon again. So I'm going to be very careful with these contracts. What I'll probably do is I'll buy 1 to start, and then if the contracts go up 20% or down any percentage amount, I will average down on my position, or I will take and bite the bullet and buy the contract for a higher price, which I am completely fine with if we start to see some bullish momentum going into NIO. So you can see on this open interest side that there is a decent amount of open interest, but the volume isn't as high as it was before NIO Day, which is to be expected. And if we come over and take a look at the put options and compare the open interest to the calls, there is a lot more bullish sentiment in the option chain than there is bearish sentiment. And you can also see by the volume, there were a lot less contracts traded on the put side for NIO on the last trading day, which was Friday, but that's to be expected when the stock goes up 6.19% in a day. We could have seen most of these puts come in towards the end of the day after NIO had its pretty big rally. But in general, I think calls are going to be a decent play for NIO coming up in the near future. Now, I'm not recommending anybody do this. I'm just documenting this for educational purposes only. An $80 price target for NIO in the next 3 weeks is really aggressive, but I'm going to put in an amount of money into this trade that I am completely fine with it going to zero. I have a lot of different earnings plays that are up a lot right now, so my realized and unrealized gain is doing pretty well right now, so I can afford to take a little bit of a gamble on this NIO play. So that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed what I had for you in this one, please go down and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for pushing me past 5,000 subscribers in such a short period of time. I am so grateful that you guys like to listen to me talk about stocks all the time. I like being able to help you guys and give you all of the necessary information that you need to manage your positions. So I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.